In this video, we're going to talk about the matte operators known as materials. Yes. So with these materials, we can apply a shader to a sub or a 3D geometry. So how we can do that, or why we have a few, and how we can, it's like understand all of this. So I have this basic network. It's just a torus, geometry, camera, light, render, transform, just for put color in the background, and a null for the preview. Nice. And we have materials. For the default is a fong. For example, I'm going to put this fong so you can see that. And for see all the materials, I'm going to create a switch so you can see all the materials. Okay. So we have the font. With the font, we can change, for example, the color. We have this magenta thing. We can change the mid. We can put if we want an alpha or not. We can do a lot of things, okay? But the important thing is the color mark, normal, and everything. I'm going to return to diffuse. For example, I'm going to create a texture. That is the cool thing right now. Is like we know about textures. What else we can do with that? I'm going to create a noise and I'm going to create a null. This noise needs to be, for example, period. I'm going to put 10. And I want to animate this. I'm going to put in the set transformation position ABS time that seconds multiply 0.1. It's moving, perfect. And this null, yes, and from this null, I'm going to call this color, yes. I'm going to put that to the font, color map, and we have that moving. I can change even the period to 5, and what I'm going to do, because it's like no good quality, remember, default's very low quality, 1280 by 1280. Much better. Ooh, beautiful. We have that. And you can see it's like, I don't like it. Don't worry, we can enable the color. We have that color. We can change if we want the saturation. And we have things like this edge. Like, what is that? And you need to think when you create an object and you want to add a material, the system needs to understand how apply that material. It's like a cloth. It's like, oh, I bought a jacket. How I'm going to wear that jacket to my body and everything. So the system right now is like, I don't understand the torus, so I'm going to just apply it to this. And obviously, this is not a good edge. So we have option. And for example, I can show you what happened, for example, with a sphere. Let me check the sphere. The sphere maybe is okay, but maybe if I rotate this, it's not a good. We have the same problem. How we can fix that? Trick is here. We add a mirror. We put maybe that. Let me check in 90 degrees. Yes. Woohoo, tricks. So yeah, return to the torus. But the problem we start to see, I'm going to use here the camera viewport. It's much better. So this is important. We start to see problems depends of the shape. So I'm going to delete this camera. Preview. So right now we fix that, but we have the problem here. So be careful how we can fix that, or try to, I'm going to say this, try to light or make a trick to the system. Right now it's like, this is the view. Maybe my visual, nobody is going to see this, the other position. So maybe that work. Or maybe we can check a way how to put just mirror everywhere, just in case. Okay. But in this case, it's okay. And I'm going to put more lights. So we can see this going to the left, -10. Sorry, -10. And this to the right. So we have that. Perfect. And yeah, we fix that. Yeah, we fix. It's a secret. Perfect. So we have that font. We have more things about this font. We have the normal. The normal maps is going to help us or how the light's going to work. So I'm going to go to this noise and I'm going to create a normal map. We have these weird things. We don't see too much information because maybe it's not the best, but and then I'm going to create a null and I'm going to call normal. And I'm going to maybe switch to black and white. Now, what happened? I want to show you, yeah, here in the exponent, what I'm going to see. This is the normal map, okay? It's like the text, the edge in a way. Going to Control Z, everything, okay. And I'm going to enable this to the normal map. And when I do that, weird things happen. First, like, okay, what happened? Here we have a warning. A mat is normal mapping, but the sub being used with it doesn't have a tangent attributes. Don't worry how we fix that. Here we add attributes create and we enable the tangents. Fix. Done. Don't worry. With the normal, the cool thing, we enable this. Enable high maps. Yes. What is this? I'm going to connect it to the noise a monochrome because the high map works in black and white. Okay, monochrome, black and white, and then I'm going to create a null. And again, I'm going to change the name to hide. And I'm going to drag that to the high map. And the system is going to enable this. I'm going to put display vertices. What is going on? Okay. And this I'm going to, after the mono, I'm going to connect a level because I need to explain you. Everything in your image when it's white is going to like create a mountain, when it's dark going inside. So for example, I create this level to, you can see more white and black, so you can see much better what happened with this. Or I can change the shape to the sphere. So black is like this, white is this outside. We can create weird things just with the material. Or we can create a noisy thing. Why? I need to show you another why. I'm going to just put that font. We can do the same effect with a noise. But this is running in the CPU. This is running in the GPU. That is different. The noise not too good. And this, so I prefer to use the form, the material, not the shape, or not the surface. Because in the surface, you're deforming a 3D elements. The material is just texture. So we have this thing. I'm going to put more details. So it's much better. So we have that. Or we have the torus. We have that. Or we can create again a twist here. Sorry, twist. And we can see much better what happened with things like that. We can put more detail to these torus. Maybe 150. Okay, so we have things like that, weird things. Another thing for control any texture, this is important, we have texture in the soap. And we define how the textures, like texture type, position, we have a lot. And for me, try to check what is the best, depend of the surface. Sometimes it's the same, you can say it's changing, nothing happened. So try to figure it out what is the best for you. For example, like this random, like more noisy here and here is smooth. Perfect, I like it. And for example, what happens if I bring a noisy thing? Weird thing happen. And for example, I'm going to bring something like that. It's like, oh, it's too noisy here. And maybe I need to put more details to the torus and I'm trying to put more rows and columns. But another thing that you can do is here and you hide before you can put a blur. So when I do that, you can see now the edge are smoothed. It's much better. Yes. We fix that. Just you I don't know, trick the system. And the other thing about the texture is like here in the scale repetition. Maybe I want to repeat this texture in X 3 times. Maybe 100. Ooh. Or maybe I want to slow number. So that one. Something like that. I don't know. You can do many things. 100 here. Ooh. Okay, so you can repeat that and see what happened. And then going to the period will be 5 in the noisy thing. Or we can go to the texture. I think this way. Why not? Okay, perfect. We have that. And just with the font, we use a few color, normal, and high map. We can go to, for example, what is line? I'm going to connect the line. Going to switch. With line, we see lines. Yes. Or we can go to lines, disable, and we can see the points of our shape. Okay, but this is important. You can see line and everything. We don't have color map. We don't have anything. We just see the line, or we can see the vectors of the line. It's like the direction. It's like, oh, nice, but we don't see too much. So yeah, with the lines works for a few things. You can here to set up and change the size of the far or nearest point, something like that. Beautiful. But for example, I want to work with the lines. I want to deform at the same time like I did with the font. What we can do? I'm going to duplicate this font. And I think that we can go to here to command. And here we have wireframe. What is this? You press here, GPU, press it. I don't know what it is. I'm going to press it. Nothing happened because I need to go to the switch here, enable. So I'm going to put here what we did. Right now, I don't want to render the surface. I want the lines. And we have 2 ways, GPU or topology. So it's different. You can say more information. I prefer topology sometimes. But the cool thing is keeping the color, keeping the normals, keeping everything. And the problem, I think the only problem with this is like the width is the same for no matter the distance, but it's working. For me, it's like, nice, I like it. I'm going to work with this. So we can create things like that. Going to put 2. So yeah, cool. We can use lines with a font, yes. The other thing we have is wireframe. Going to, connect. Create the wireframe. It's similar like the line. You can see here is the line. I'm going to enable lines. Going to that and then. But with the wireframe, we have more information, but the only problem is just limited. Just we change the alpha and the width. Nothing more, it's just that. With the line, remember, we have option like change the widthness of the near, far. We can change these 2 points, everything, okay? It's more information. And point sprite is for, specifically we use it for particles, just in case. Maybe I don't know if that happened with this. Nothing, just doesn't understand what is up. It's like work with point particles. And we have constant. Constant is just 1 color, okay? Going to connect here. Constant is just 1 color, nothing else. Color. And doesn't affect the light, anything. But the other and most important font, is the most important maybe is the PBR. It's similar like the font. And I'm going to show you. But the PBR works much better with the light. Create much better shadows and everything. And you can see here we have the metallic when we have maps. I'm going to put the same. Color, base color, normal, high. We need to enable high enable high map, then drag and drop the high map. But it's dark. What happened? Because the PBR always need more light. And what we need, the environment light. For that, I can go to COM and we have this environment light. And we need to add an environment map. Easy, we can put a noise. I'm going to put here a null. And I'm going to drag that noise to the environment. Okay. This is important. This environment can be animated. Yeah, okay, so if I animate this, it's going to be very, very slow. But the cool thing, there's, if I there is image that are for example, this 360, they are much better. Why? For example, okay, we have this material and we need to enable the, I don't going to enable yet the displays. We can do the same like we did before, but the cool thing we can start doing with what happens if I want this material, and you can see right now, I'm going to disable the twist. I have the reflection of my environment. So you can see here the sky. Obviously depend of the shape, maybe the sphere. So yeah, we can see that image affecting our material, okay? And I'm going to maybe rows and columns this material. So yeah, we have that. And right now I can go to maps and enable the displays. And we can again play with this. See how we want to work with this and use the twist. So with the PBR, we can create like real materials in a way, like this material thing. And I want to create a noise, maybe more noisy thing. Yeah. And yeah, we can move things and see what is the best for our shape. Sometimes I try to move and see what happened. Yeah, this is the detail of that. Okay, yes. And yeah, we can create weird things. But yes, the PBR is much better for quality. Okay, just in case. And what else we have? I think we have all the materials, all the most important materials. And remember, you can see maybe the different the PBR with the font. That will be that. Sorry, the other font, the 0. That is the font, normal thing. This is the PBR. We can do the same, try to put maybe, we have metal, we don't have metal here, so that is the problem. But with the PBR, yeah, we can create things like that. Oh, what happens if we change that? Maybe this movie file in, I don't like it. Then I try to put maybe this palace. You can see that. Depend of the image is how the color is going to be applied, or the reflection. Maybe I don't want it too much. Maybe something like that. Maybe I want that light in the center of the lights that I create. Yeah. Maybe right now is horrible, but the idea is that it's like how this light is affect. We can put a noise, we can put just 10 and work with that. Maybe a better resolution, 1280 by 1280. You can see there. I'm going to put this one. Yeah, why not? And yeah, this is all the materials. So we have the font, the default, lines, point of vertices, the font with the wire frame thing. And this is important too, I forgot that. We can do the same with the PBR, go to common, go to wireframe, add to GPU, but the cool thing is working with metallic. So that is cool. And we can do the same. I'm going to duplicate this PBR just in case. I'm going to connect the other PBR. So you have two options with the PBR: lines on all lines. So yeah, that is the trick about the PBR and the font, that we can enable these wire things. But we keeping the metallic or thing about the material and the color and everything. So again, we have the font, we have point or the line material that we can put points, lines, or vertices. We have the font that we can use the same with lines, wireframes, points, parentheses for particles, constant, just one color, PBR material, reflection, many things, and the PBR with lines. Nice. So I hope you like it and see you in the next video. Bye.